Hi, everybody. This is Holland Martin, and thanks for joining me on the Never Die podcast with 2010 Marion High School graduate DavRon Williams. DavRon, thanks for joining me on the platform today.
Hey, I'm happy to finally be here. Yeah.
Hey, it's a long time running. I mean, me and you first met, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe 13, 12. It was probably 2013 when you hurt your shoulder, wasn't it?
2011.
So it has been 15 years. Yeah, because I met you. I worked at the physical therapy place where I still work at, and you came in, had a shoulder. We vibed real quick. I always talk about that Rick Ross song "Nine Piece." That when that was first coming out, we was all singing that.
Yeah.
But that's when I first met you. So we've struck up a friendship for pretty much on and off 15 years. We hung out a time at the mill, me, you, and Jody one time, and just seeing you around, coming to the high school and stuff. Yeah, hey, thanks for being on. You're a friend.
Appreciate our friendship. You already know that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. We're filming here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There could be some more rain, but it's just devastated pretty much the whole country, and particularly Marion, our parks, our streets, our roads. But you had a golf outing coming up for the Natasha Chroma Foundation, who is your sister. Could you talk a little bit to the people about how that generated to happen, and maybe how the rain has maybe postponed that a little bit?
Yeah, so my sister, she was the greatest. She passed away a little over 2 years ago, Easter, from a rare autoimmune disease called neuromyelitis optica. It's like a more aggressive of MS, and so it basically takes your life. It just cripples you and takes your life, and so she's gone, and we are now. My mom started a foundation in honor of her, the Natasha K. Chroma Foundation, just to shine light on her and try to continue her legacy on. We were going to have our first girl golf scramble at the Elks in Marion this Saturday, but the weather, like you were saying, it's crazy. It's August, and I think they've had over 7. The trees are down, the fairways are flooded. It's just unfortunate.
I have never seen anything like this. Like I say, 1998, August of 98, around this time, it got real bad. Like at Charles Park, it got up above the basketball goals and all that. So I do remember 98, but I have not remembered anything this bad since then. I mean, the other day, I think it was yesterday, you couldn't even see outside. It was just so much rain. It sounded like a freight train out there. We had a couple EF zeros, and it just was. But when God is doing His work, there's nothing you can do. You just have to let Him do what He is going to do. But the scientists will say La Nina, El Nino, the hot dome, the aliens, all that crap.
Shout out Shador. His timing is perfect timing.
Hey, Deshaun, no. Hey, watch out for Deshaun Watson over there, dude, baby. Hey, he still got it. He massaged up. Hey, he ready.
He ready. Should be.
He real ready.
Yeah, but
But is there any word on a new date for the golf outing, or do you haven't found out yet?
Not confirmed yet, but tentatively, possibly September 12th. Unsure. But my mom's working hard and trying to get to the bottom of things. She's really invested a lot of her time and committed her time. We do a lot of things like sponsoring families during the holidays. We give away a couple of scholarships to graduating, also in Kokomo as well. And so she's always doing things in the nursing home. She's just, just shining light and trying. She always talks. So she continuing, what my sister would be doing as well.
Even through this painful and trying time, but let's dote on your sister a little bit. Now, she was a pretty good athlete at Marion High School. If I can remember, a soccer goalie and I think she played basketball too. It might have been some other sports. And then I was reading up, and she was the only goalie in Earlham history.
Yep.
You know, very great accolades, academics. I mean, dote on your sister a little bit.
Yeah. My sister, if it wasn't for her, there probably wouldn't have been me, because she was
Mm-hmm.
probably the first person I ever wanted to be like. And so, and everything that she did, if she was doing gymnastics, I was doing gymnastics. She was making
Mm-hmm.
me do
Yep.
basketball. I used to have to be at her camps, her clinics. She was always the coach. She was always going to
Yep.
run. She always ran things, everything. She always, that was her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she pushed me. She was a bully. She knocked my tooth out when I beat her. Like, she never played me again. And I mean, I kind of know why. She's like, I'm not playing you until you go Division 1. And then I go
Mm-hmm.
Division, always hurt with the shoulder surgery and all. So we never played again. And then
Mm-hmm.
shortly after, I decided not to play anymore. The disease, the autoimmune
Yes.
disease.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that a little bit. Was it lingering? Did it come all of a sudden? Has she been dealing with it? Because sometimes MS can be tricky. I
Yeah,
think
and
it has
so
to do
like
with the myelin sheaths, the coating of the cells. I do a lot of work with muscular dystrophy, stroke, cancer, yeah, multiple sclerosis as well. And my studies, it's kind of the myelin sheath of the cell, the covering. It gets small. It gets smaller, and so the muscle control and things of that nature kind of go haywire, balance, eyesight, different things of that nature. In my experience with multiple sclerosis people,
and
um,
so yeah, like I was saying, it's like a just a more aggressive, much more aggressive cousin of MS. And so
mhm.
neuromyelitis, like it starts in the
Yes,
optical,
that,
and
yeah,
then it just have flare ups where it just triggers different parts of your body.
hmm
My really strong. Like, she didn't even tell us that she was going through this.
hmm
Like, did it herself. And within that, like when she would just say, she would always tell me, when I'm back on my feet. Like, when people say they're sick, like, you don't really know the severity unless you know.
yes,
And so, like, she did a lot for everybody, her family, her friends,
hmm
like, how to take care of our bodies. But she wasn't saying, she never told us why she was doing it, but
hmm
she's prepared me to keep going on. But yeah,
yes,
like, very aggressive, and it just attacks whatever.
hmm Uh, I don't. I do want to dote on her, but I don't want to harp on anything negative. But how did it feel when you found out? And then how things turned out. It's like it was you three for so long, and now it's you two. You
It's
know what I
hard.
mean? But it probably brings you and mom even more closer together.
Yeah, and it's like closer together, and like you said, the three of us, there's always a buffer in between. So
hmm
now
Yes.
it's difficult. Like, I'm more appreciative, but like,
hmm
there's always highs and lows in between. And like, when I want to just call my sister, and I'm sure my
hmm
mom call her too and be like, your brother.
hmm
It's just
But you know
it's
what though? She's there. She's here right now.
Yeah, she
She
hasn't.
knows. She's with you right there in that room. She's right behind you, man.
Yeah,
She
it looks.
always will be. And
Yeah.
I always think of not to get too mushy or anything, but the conscious on your shoulders and things. Well, I almost hear those in my grandmother's voice. Slow down, baby. It's gonna be all right. Turn
Hmm.
left. Look again. You know what I mean? It's in their voices, and
Yeah.
so I feel that it's probably in your sister's voice. Those things.
Oh, I mean, she's been in my dreams. I don't know how many times, in
Yep.
after
Yep.
recent couple months. It seems so normal.
I'll see you in my dreams, baby.
I already know that. I thought she was gone for a while and she came back, but when I'm out on the golf course, I just point up to her all the time and be like, "Can you please? Can you please?" And sometimes she'll kick my ball out, and she's
Yes,
here,
it's
she's here.
real. It is so real, brother.
That
I
is
love it,
real.
man. I love it. It's just, you know, we're just the vessel. We're just the physical being. You know what I mean? And that spirit's always going to be there.
Yep.
Yep, that spirit's always going to be there. I'm just glad to have you on, brother. All right, so now you were a three-sport athlete at Marion, weren't you? A little football, a little soccer, a little basketball. That's pretty big time, though.
Football.
You were what?
My best sport was football. I was actually probably punter ever.
You probably could have been a pro kicker. 6'7", two something, killer leg. I mean, but you could have been a great player too.
I had my football, and so
you had your love for football.
I held the record for shortest punt.
So tell me about that. Give me a story.
I was ready. We had issues all year snapping the ball, and I already had to be further back because I was, tall. So I'm like, getting this. We were at Fort Wayne Carroll. I was like, I had a good warm up. First time out there, I jogged out there, snapped, boom, blasted it. Just went so high that the camera lost, spiraled back down, and ran.
Went the other way.
Came back, and everybody ran. It was, yeah.
Wow. Carroll Chargers up Fort Wayne. Yep. So I'm gonna have to look that up now. I'm the stats guy. Hey, should I walk in the library now, man? Hey, Holland. Hey, ladies. I'm the stats guy. I've built. I love that too. I have a legacy of some of the greatest athletes in man history, and now you were in that after the Julius Mays era. Scotty was leaving. You know what I mean? But then it was you and some others, but you were one of the main guys. I think senior year, averaged 15 a game, 10 rebounds. You had Coach Todd Grace at the time saying you were one of the best rebounders you've ever had. I mean, that's pretty good accolades, able to go multiple D1 schools, able to do big things. Can you talk about your high school career a little bit?
Basketball? I came up in a time where we were really good. And so to look where I finished playing professionally in Sweden, like not many players play freshman, JV.
Yep.
I dressed at the end of the year, my sophomore year, then played varsity, wasn't the guy. And then varsity,
became the guy. And you had some help with you. I remember who was at Brigham. He came in for 1 year or so. You had Barnes, you had Ronnie Drake, Brandon Stace, some other guys, like that,
But,
yeah.
And, that team that my junior year, I mean, we lost 4 games.
Yeah, 21-4, I believe, was 2 to Snyder. Snyder beat you guys in the regional, I believe. So, yeah.
And even my senior year, our core group, I think the most games we ever lost in the season might have been 5 from our JV team, 4 or 5 games. Senior year, Coach Luce left and Grace came in, and it just wasn't the same.
How was that transition? Because it was a bunch of, it's been 15, 16 years ago, but what I can remember off the top of my head, he said he wasn't leaving, and then you look up, he's got a red shirt on or something. I don't know what, I don't know what the exact story is, but then he goes, and then Coach Grace comes in for a year and a half or so. Then he gets into some trouble. And then I think it was Billy Shepard was a Mr. Basketball. He comes in and taking guys to Carmel back and forth, and he didn't last long. And can you talk about that? It was great teams, but it was some you had 4 coaches in a matter of 3 years. So
it was
that's not like Marion.
No, not at all. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
crazy for the person. I think it started my sophomore to junior year. We showed up at
Mm-hmm.
a summer league at Ball State, and we walked
Mm-hmm.
in like working the scores table, and we were like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like we were just all shocked. Like,
Yeah. What
but then
happened?
yeah, we just showed up early one Saturday morning, and he was working and he had a Ball State shirt on, polo on, and
Mm-hmm.
then he was back in Marion, so it was like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
here, you're hearing these things that he might
Yeah,
leave up, and I mean, I asked him, I just said, hey,
coach.
are you like leaving like everybody? Because when he came in was when I was going to middle school, and he turned Marion around. Like
He did.
first thing I
Took us
always
to
give him.
a state title. Reggie, thankful Reggie came in and boosted the program. But yeah, VJ and all those guys.
They changed the culture, and he set us all down and made us look up at the 7 state championships. And he was like,
Mm-hmm. I want one of those.
Marion High School, and we play for those. And
Yep.
so from get to the end of my junior year, and then he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, I'm not. But if I do, you'll be first to know." Well, Chronicle Tribune
That
told me
wasn't the case. Yeah.
the
You
Chronicle.
know, and you know what, DavRon, man, that's usually how it happens. I'm not going nowhere. I'm committed to this program. Oh, a couple extra $1,000. Boom. And I might take a couple on the way too. Hey,
But you know what,
I might take
man?
2,000 with
But
me over there.
we
Richmond
went to
Red Devil, man. Boy, that was a rivalry over there, boy.
school in our conference. I ain't like that.
You know what I mean? That's like going from the Patriots to the Colts, man. You don't do that.
Exactly. Can't do that. We
Yep.
tied them by the 13-13 preseason.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Make sure we just put the smacking on them boys down there, man. Hey, there's a
Yes.
long, long ride anyway going there. I remember one time we had a football back to back. We had Lafayette one week and then Richmond the other. I mean, that's 400 miles in 2 weeks on a bus going 55 mile an hour. Crazy.
Yeah. I enjoyed that ride to Richmond my senior year when we played them.
Mm-hmm. Oh
That,
yes,
that
that's good.
that's probably one of my personal favorite games,
Favorite
just
game, the
because.
Richmond game.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
yeah, the subplots and the things of that nature. He's left, we got him, and all the things that go along with it, and then we go out there and smack him.
smacked them. I think I had a big double that night, dunking off.
Mm-hmm. Oh
It was
yeah,
crazy. It really fired me up was
Tiernan
my camp.
Center.
Exactly. I remember I looked, and then I saw his parents, and his dad was wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, I
I
remember
looked,
Jim Broner saying it on the radio.
I looked, and I saw his dad, and I was like, "What?
Heck
What's
no.
going
Boom.
on?"
It fired
Bro,
you up. You see that over there?
yeah,
Let's
it
go.
was packed. I was like, went back in there. I don't even know Coach Luce. I don't think he shook my hand at the little captain's meeting. I don't think he shook my
Mhm.
hand. I didn't see
Like
him since that
what?
day. He didn't
I'm
shake
gonna
my
get
hand.
25 and 12 on these folks.
Thank you.
Yep.
That was fun. Yeah, that was
Beautiful
fun.
stuff. How was Coach Grace? I remember him being kind of a young guy, Indianapolis guy. I think he was driving back and forth every day, and I think something happened where he got into a little trouble. How did that affect the program? Because you just lost him, Coach Luce, and now you got this guy, and then now he's in trouble.
I mean,
But I seem like you and him had a great relationship.
yeah, yeah. The
Or
more you live, what's that?
it just seemed
What?
like you guys, like he really enjoyed having you as a basketball player.
Yeah, it was he was great to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you learn, and I live down here in the Indy area, and so you learn like the coaching tree. It's not far.
Yeah.
Coach Grace and Coach Luz coach together under somebody else's staff. And
Yep.
then you start,
Mm-hmm.
he knows him. He knows it. So was it an
Yep.
inside job? No.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah. I know somebody. And
Yeah.
then, and even Shepard was, in case I got him too. I know somebody. He was a grad assistant here. I know him. Boom, boom. He was recruiting my blah, blah, blah. I'm I'm kind of in that network too with a bunch of stuff, but uh, I like it though. It's kind of some pressure, but I look at it as like, man, I've got every city council member in my phone, every mayor in my phone, every park and recreations person in my phone, all these business owners and all these important people in town, and they know my heart. So I feel like if I happen to make a misstep because I'm not perfect, I feel like they can vouch for me and, say, hey, Holland's a good man. He made a
Yeah.
mistake, and to have those people is invaluable. Invaluable.
Well, they say your net worth is your network.
Boom. The company you keep. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. And I used
Yeah.
to be rough. I mean, I'm from the 28th and Boot Street era. If you know about Marion, Indiana. If you know about 28th Street and Boot between Gallatin and the early 80s and mid 90s,
I mean, my dad
well,
lived on 21st and
you
you
already
know.
know. I mean, it's just so much change now. Like, but I like it though. I love that our young black men are able to live their dreams and do what they always should have done. I always say, man, I should have done this stuff in 97 instead of 2027. I would be, but you live and you learn. As a child, I do childish things, but as a man, I must do what I need to do. Man, I'm gonna handle my business as a man. And I got grandkids now. And I don't have the greatest relationship with my kids that I would like, but everything's I feel like, I'm in my 50s now.
Yeah.
I'm in the end of the third quarter. So I may have, with luck and the Lord on my side, I may have 25 years left.
But it ain't
Maybe
how you
18 of
start.
them good. You know what I mean? So, but then you never know what tomorrow will bring anyway. So it's just, I think I can see the light at the end. It's like a very small pen thing now, but eventually it'll get bigger.
A little bigger
You know
than that.
what I'm saying? So,
But always
I'm at,
like that. My mom did not play about none of that.
mhm,
Probably missed out on a lot of things. Like that.
mhm.
All worked out.
Let's talk about the soccer. Now, you were big time in soccer too. I mean, just picture this: 6'7" goalie that can pretty much touch both ends of the darn thing. I mean, and then you got to be like the Matrix on some of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like the hand-eye coordination, the understanding what your body control. Talk to me about some of those soccer matches. That's supreme
Yeah.
athleticism, running, kicking, ACLs, concussions. I mean, talk to me about. And then you had Coach George Berry, one of the Marion greats. I think he went to a championship as a collegiate in IU, and we were lucky to have him come up here. And then he eventually had like a liver transplant and things of that nature. But talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Barry, I'm always forever will be thankful for him. It starts a little bit before him. My godfather, Mr. Edu, was soccer fool.
Yes, Mr. Ikadabu. I went to actually crazy that you brought him up. We went to school together in IWU, and he was like
Okay.
a super soccer star. I
Yeah.
went to IWU in 91, 92. I mean, it was Edu. Actually, that's a funny story. They asked me, so I come there, right? They said, "What are you here to play?" They thought I was one of them African dudes. Are you here to play soccer? You here to play tennis? What are you here to play? They thought I was one of them. I was like, man, hey, I'm from 28th and Boots, bro. Hey, I rode my car up here. Yeah, so it's funny, and so Mr. Ikadabu, Merry Christmas. I
Very
loved
good.
him. Uh,
Yeah.
Great at Marion. And then when we would go to Kokomo, so he ended up going to Kokomo. And when we would go over there for different football games, JV, things like that, it was always love. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, things like that. Talk about him a little bit. The whole soccer thing, him, Mr. Barry.
Soccer, my mom put my sister and I in every sport pretty much. And so I played, early on. And then as he became more prevalent in my life, started playing soccer again, stopped playing, but we always watched soccer. It was on TV.
Mhm.
Sister started playing because she was 4.5 years older, 5 years in school. And so she started
Mhm.
playing. And because they started the girls program. And
Yes. It used to be
And
at Francis Logan in
yeah,
Ballard
Francis
Field.
Ballard. We opened up at Ballard. I was a ball boy.
Yeah.
My guy ball boys, and that was the whole
Mm-hmm.
time. To look at where the Marion girls program is now.
Yes.
I was there when it started, when we was going to
Yep.
Kokomo.
Infancy. Mm-hmm.
15 a night. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But by senior year, my sister's senior year, they won the first sectional.
Yes.
What a turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
But I was always kind of around soccer anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And very, I wouldn't play in the sport in the
Mm-hmm.
fall. He said, "Come play soccer," and I was like, "I'm just gonna play basketball." And he was like, "Come
Mm-hmm.
play." Somehow he got me
To
to
play
play soccer.
soccer. Now, what was your little football dalliance? Didn't you have a little bit of you was a punter or something?
Oh,
What was that? And and that was what was it? Zach Shea? Who was your coach?
high.
Oh,
See,
Coach Seahawk. That's when he had the hide the ball. Couldn't. Yeah, I think it was a Marble and Faust and all them guys.
I can't remember. Yeah, crazy team. Fierstein.
Oh, Kevin Davis, was he on the team?
He was younger, but it was Pee
Mm-hmm.
Wee.
Oh, Pee Wee
They had
Freshwater. Oh yeah.
Michael Marble. I mean,
Yep.
Josh Standard. All those guys.
Mm-hmm. Big Josh.
Think we ever ran after Surface left. Our offense kind of let us go. We suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that Sea High stuff. And Sea High coached one of my boys, DavRon. Huh?
Was it wing team?
Yeah, yeah. And he made him wear those black bands so you couldn't know where the ball was. By the time you found the ball, Pee Wee had it down way down there. Marble had it over here. Yeah, yeah,
That was my best friend Thomas Barnes. He played. He was quarterback and all that stuff.
yeah.
He played deep. And so,
New pastor at Grace, I believe, isn't he?
yeah.
Doing skills and agility back there. Shout out to him. I coach with his dad.
Okay.
His dad's the D coordinator, and I'm basically his 1A guy. So him and I talk every day. Prayers up to them. They've had a bunch of personal things go on as far as the house and as far as the wife and things. You never know what the word. I'm talking about 25 years from now. I mean, I have 25 minutes from now. You just don't know. You coming home from work, you don't see the flatbed truck, and things happen just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
Life is so precious. But so prayers up to them. I was actually Logan was on a call with his dad today when I was standing there. So it was good to hear him back in high spirits.
Bro's a dog.
I just love him. Yeah, and he's a Yukon Husky, doing it big over there. NIL endorsement deal. So look him up and endorse him as well. Now let's see. We talked about basketball. We talked about soccer. And what else did you play at Marion? What else was it?
I think I was on the Senate my freshman year, and I decided not to go further
Did you
with
ever
that.
do a Black History play with Miss Ormsby?
You know what? That's still in the works. We talked
Come do
about
it, man. I've done 8 in a row. We need. Hey, do it this year with me. I do them all anyway.
Coach Lewis was letting us back then. Otherwise, I would have been for sure. But he wasn't allowing us to do all that.
Yeah. Pretty much what happens is the basketball team, because they can't be at practice to learn the lines, they're usually the stage hands. So they're moving the curtains during intermissions and things like that. But hey, you got a role coming. I just talked to Miss Ormsby today. I said they had a big volleyball thing at the high school today, and I said, "Do you know what you're going to have for the Black History Play this year?" And she says, "I think her nephew Vincent is coming up with something big. I want to do The Hate You Give." By it was a book that made into I want to play Star's father. That's what I want to play in the book, and or a soldier story that deals with kind of light skin, dark skin, black ego and self hate, different things like that. But I think she'll have a feel good one. I just
Miss on
she's a queen.
very
And
good team.
she's been there for 50 since 71, 72, and she just looks like she did the day that I walked in there in 88. She pulled me to the side. She pulled me to the side sophomore year, 88, and she said, you can be special. Because I was, you know how kids are. Yeah, N-word, F-bomb, blah, 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 not respecting. She pulled me and said, boy, you smarter than that. You better than that. And I left that. I'm from New Jersey. And so I came here, I was free.
Yeah.
And free meant 3 kids before I graduated high school. And it meant flunking off the football team when we went to state. And it meant hanging out the rustic, hanging out the hi-hat, hanging out the Continental. By the time I was 21, I was done. By the time 94 got here, our house caught on fire, Labor Day 94. And that was the end of everything. From that point on, started working. I found the Lord. I quit doing all the mess, all the crap. And guess what? All those guys, my friends, Derek's still here, but Darnell, Tony, Darren, Stan, Tyrone, you know what I mean? Sean.
Talking about my cousin Tony Greer?
No, Tony Mayweather.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony Mayweather, Aaron Rodgers' brother, Tina Rodgers' brother. Yeah, me and him was close, super close, and he had some health issues, but I think he was in 2024, 9/11, Monday Night Football. He was watching the game, and I think he had like a severe heart attack, and they didn't find him right away. And yeah, hey, I tell you what, someone told me, they said, yesterday is history. Today is yesterday's history. Tomorrow is a mystery. We only have today. You know what I mean? You don't have that no more. You don't know what that is. All you have is this right now. And you can step off. Hey, see you later, DavRon. Boom.
Well, at least I'm glad we did this because
we finally got this done. Hey, it's gonna be on the history books because you know what? I touched on that too because a lot of people don't get their flowers while they're alive. People wait until they pass away. Oh, I knew he was going to do. I follow all his videos. I do all of them. That was my homeboy, man, blah, blah, blah. But you know what, though? The stranger will support you quicker than the cat you done known for 40 freaking years, bruh. I go to these people. I'm on the phone with the lady from Dollar General. I say, hey, I'm doing a camp down at Charles Park. Guess what? And 3 cartloads of stuff that I can just give to the kids. So now in the last 3 years, I'm the snack man. Coach, you got any snacks? Yeah, because you got to give it all away. You can't make no profit. So
I got shout out to my friends because coming from where we're from, like if you don't win,
Indiana,
you don't win. Like, what did you know what I'm saying? So like, sectional championships. Yeah, you
even the lost semi-state teams are held in high regard. The 80, the 81, the 77, the 89, the Zach and them 98. What was that?
Have the most state championship losses. Yes. Probably the most state. Like you just said, Zach and them. Like so, like
it's the 7th largest arena in the country. Bill Green.
Like pressure, and so like for my friends to, like just randomly hit me up, or when we hang out and just say, hey, we just want to let you know, like we want to give you like it just feels good.
Yes,
like even
hey,
watch you play when you were at IUPUI, like just we want to take like whatever it is, and that's just how my mom has always been. Like I do, and so it's just nice to be able to hear.
You get those flowers while you can still smell them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's do this. Senior years into a wrap. What was the recruiting process like? I believe you went to Wabash Valley first. What was it?
How I expected it. It came from, my junior year when Coach Luce was there. It almost completely. I still thought, I'm like, what happened? I got better. I only got junior year to my senior year. I had a great AAU season, but somehow my recruitment kind of stopped, and I had a couple schools, Citadel, San Jose
Mm-hmm.
State.
Division One. That what that did San Jose? Was Fisher there from Michigan? Or
Well,
I know he
I
had went out there.
can't remember. I can't.
Probably
I can't
somebody
remember.
from that tree because I'm sure I think he went there after Michigan, but maybe by the time 2011, 2010, 29, I don't think he was there by then. But
No, it was just.
yeah,
It was so like the only school Coach Grace knew was like Ohio University, and I was going to have to walk on it.
mm-hmm.
It was a private on that.
Yeah,
And one day, Coach Wood, who I love, Coach Wood,
mm-hmm.
been with him. We
Yes,
used to go to Dan Sparks basketball camp, and that
mm-hmm.
was like the highlight of my summer every year. Like to go
Mm-hmm. Going to dance park.
back and when I mean, the camp was crazy. It was by
Mm-hmm.
far the. And I was walking in the hallway, and he was like, "Williams, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Where are you gonna go to school?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think I'm going to San Jose State. They're supposed to be sending an offer like in the next couple of days or something like that, I
Mm-hmm.
guess." He was like, "You want to go play for Sparks?" And I was like, the three things, that's why I try not to tell the Lord what I'm going to do, because I told him I didn't want to go to a junior college. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to do you, and I didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
go to I because I didn't see the importance of a all black
Mm-hmm.
college. I didn't want to go
Mm-hmm.
to JUCO.
And guess what you
It
did?
all,
You
so I
went
said,
to all three of them.
guess what?
Yeah.
Those the last two. One of the best decisions I ever made was to go to North Carolina Central and go to
Yeah.
HBCU. God for that more
So
times
talk to
than
me about that. After the Wabash Valley thing, how did NC Central come into play? Or was it something before NC Central?
the season my freshman year. Like I said, Coach Wood
Mm-hmm.
called them right away. They came to the North South All Star game, and then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I knew
I
who
want
they
to go.
were. I
Mm-hmm.
go there, I freshman. Didn't even think I was going to touch the court when I first got there, and
Mm-hmm.
ended up starting all second team in conference. And I had a lot
Mm-hmm.
of that I didn't want to go back for my second year, and so I
Uh-huh.
went to North Carolina Central. First time I ever been to North Carolina. It was the best day in the world. Landed.
Mm-hmm.
They had Bojangles. That's my favorite restaurant, Bojangles.
Mm-hmm.
What it was, got it. I was like, "Ooh, this is good. We don't got that up here." Get on
Mm-hmm.
campus, looking around, and I'm like, I text my stepdad from the back of the golf cart, like, "Hey, Cal, I'm coming here," because
Yeah.
it was different. It was like a family. Everybody that you
Yeah.
met was like,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew the good coach, like
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm coming here.
here. He didn't even know. He didn't even think I was going to commit. I was like, he was
Mm-hmm.
shocked. I was
You
like, I'm
just
committed
felt it in your heart.
on my visit, signed, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. So
Coaches didn't even
you
know. No,
knew right then.
knew I was like, I got to come here, and
Mm-hmm.
that
Uh, talk to me about the competition, because a lot of those brothers, man, got some game, can jump out the gym, super athletic, and you're able to ascend to the starting position rather quickly.
listen. That's exactly what it was. When I got to Wabash Valley, it was just hoopers. Like
Mm-hmm.
people ate. Like I mean, I'm 19. We had 23.
Yeah, older
It's Division 1 already and transferred in. I like this dude named Chris Evans was somebody who really helped take my game to the next level. I don't know if they told him every day of practice, go at him. I don't care.
go at him, but he made you a better player.
MO was that I was soft coming out of high school. Nobody ever said that again to me ever once I got to
Ever
college.
again. Mm-hmm.
And I
Ever.
like to think not only just lifting weights and getting stronger, but this dude Chris Evans, my teammate,
Chris Evans.
every day. I never got dunked on in a game. I blocked dunkers,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Mm-hmm.
would come out bloody nose, all this like it just
Mm-hmm. You make me a better
was
player. Mm-hmm.
better.
Uh, talk about how did you sustain your injury, which as it was how I met you, how we became,
It
cool.
was, it was a very unfortunate event that took place, and I ended up tearing my labrum,
Mm-hmm.
and had to play through the season because we were like number 3 in the nation, and goal was to get out there my first year because I
Yeah.
qualified anyway. Like,
How'd you hurt it?
just it got into a little scuffle.
That's what happens.
That's what happened.
He done took your thing in.
Somebody did the
Yep.
trick, and then I played the next day.
Mm-hmm. Did you know right away that something's wrong?
I was just telling him to stop.
Yeah.
And I think I knew it was bad, and it was just bad. It was bad.
That happened to me. One of my friends, well, he was, I mean, I call him a friend, but he went from behind me and grabbed my arm and he pulled it up. It was behind me and he pulled it up. Man, my shoulder popped out, boom. And then we started wrestling. I was wrestling with one arm and then the pain hit. Oh, shit. Popped it back in. Man.
I promise you, if I have a son, they got to know some tricks because I had no idea. Like and you know, it was crazy because it was a sophomore, and I just want to get my chair so I could. Matter of fact, Pee Wee was down there with me. Oh man, Pee Wee was about. I was like, "Nah, bro, it's cool. Like it's cool."
Hey, we could do a 2-hour movie on Pee Wee.
Oh man, look, he was my teammate in high school and college. So
you already know.
That happened.
Man, I heard he got hit by a car and everything, man.
True, but after that happened, my chair, and the dude was like not trying to get my chair. They was playing video game, and all of a sudden, I just told him, I was like, "What are you mad? Because I'm trying to go to bed before the night before the game. Were you mad that freshman I'm playing over you?" And he was the strongest dude on my team. I don't know what I was thinking.
He grabbed your ass.
Kept pushing.
Oh shit!
Still played, you know. And so I decided they were like, "Surgery,
I'm leaving. I'm done."
Play through it, and that's how we met up.
Yeah, we met. When did IUPUI come in the picture? Because you really, I thought, like once things healed, I thought you did so good there. Then I think Billy Pettiford went there as well.
Billy had been there. He played with Coach Hunter, who they actually recruited.
Yeah, Ron Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I get to North Carolina Central, and I tore my shoulder again. I tore my repair.
Oh wow!
And so that's how I missed my next season. Back, and I don't know, like when you people don't understand, like when you go up levels, there's so much more that you have to learn. And so you think you know what you're doing, and you really don't. So I did this, I rebounded, I did all this, I scored, but
now my proper foot placement and body position and
things becomes all the different coverages, like more plays and he runs
big time. You're going against Butler and Cincinnati's and the big Louisville's and
I'll never forget my first game. We played Wichita State back when they were, I think Landry Shamet, like they that's when they were like popping on the scene. It was the first game, and I didn't know I wasn't gonna get in the game, and I was like, because
I'm from Marion, Indiana.
Yeah, like I didn't get in the game, and it was just a up and down season, and I just was like, I don't think I'm gonna go.
It can sink it can motivate you.
I was like, my mom was like, "Baby, you don't have to go to school. You don't have to play basketball. You can just come back and go to school." I was like, "No,
I'm playing basketball."
And I had to really encourage myself. And there's a song called, and I used to wake up as late as I could to get to practice, and when I get to the gym, it was just, hey. And I just had to encourage myself, and I was like, you know what? I might not get to play, but every day practice is gonna be my game. And so this is their guy. Okay, he's gonna have a hard time.
Yep. You're gonna have a hard time in practice today. Put a little bit of that Chris on him. Boom.
Yeah. And so in doing that, I got better. and
Yes.
I thought we had one of the longest winning streaks in the nation. We had a great team. Then we
Yes.
ended up losing. And I already had it planned out. Oh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna go to the tournament. I was starting to play more, station
Yes.
more. Yeah, I wish it would have been some
Mm-hmm.
NIL, but we lost in the first round. And then
Mm-hmm.
I Gerard was there, Jalen McCollum was
Yep.
there, old JUCO teammate Ian Charles was there, and so I already been
Mm-hmm.
talking to them. So they knew who I was because they recruited me, and then
Mm-hmm.
I went two coaches
Yep.
there. I don't ever play for the same coach
2
twice.
years in a row. Yeah.
Great.
I
The
mean,
last Mr. McClellan was the last coach I had 2 years in a row. Probably him and Freddie B at the Power Club were the only
and
two
that's
coaches.
way back. You know what? Let's talk about that because I think there was you used to play back in the old boys club on Clark Street. I hear a storm out there. First time by fire, or was it the first by water? Then the next one's gonna be fire and brimstone in the sky.
What's the movie? Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Came out.
Avatar. I've been on all kinds of stuff. I've been reading The Last President, talking about Trump and the time machine. With got his uncle got Tesla's. He. Have you
Telling
heard
you,
of that book?
it doesn't matter to me like whether it's true or false. I'm like,
The names are
what
the same. Baron,
the
Don.
that's the name of the book, The Adventures of
Yes,
Barry.
the last
Where
president. If he issues martial law, then he can stop the elections. But even today, he said he won't be able to run in 2028 because they have the
he said
law
that.
is very sturdy in place for him not to have 3 terms. But then they'll have
Wow.
the Vance, which Vance is married to an Indian, but he's talking all the racial stuff. It's
Well,
just sickening, bro.
we'll see how
Sickening.
it plays out. One way
Huh?
or another. We'll see how it plays out one way or another.
You
You know
know
where
who's
I
going to win in the book. We know who's going to win. We just got to go
so
through this bull crap. But remember, the devil's reign will be very violent, but very brief. And
yeah.
so a lot of people don't realize, as in the days of Noah, from the Euphrates to the or from the Nile to the Euphrates, guess what's in the middle? Iran, Persia, bruh. Why are they bombing their own land? They're not from there. But see, but then you got to go to the Dreyfus Affair, the Theodore Herzl, the Balfour Agreement. You know what I mean? Gorion, Begin. It's a lot of people that don't know. So
But some things we know aren't really true. So
yeah, yeah. It's
like what
but we
what
are in
happened?
the age of
What
consciousness.
Pluto?
What Pluto?
Yeah, the planet.
So now they're saying it's not a planet. Crazy. The
They
stuff on Mars. Are we a flat Earth? I mean, the
the Bible
Anunnaki. But you know
Bible
what? Hmm?
the Bible says there's a firmament.
Yes, the dome. And that's why when they send those SpaceX rockets up, they keep coming back down. And it looks like there's water. But blue beam, you got to watch for the alien disclosure, Steven Spielberg. You got to watch out for the holograms in the sky. I mean, we
Oh,
have to watch out for the okey doke. I
I
mean,
know.
it's bad. We're living in a twilight zone. Then you got to figure
Yeah.
out CERN, the Hadron Collider. Now they've let so much stuff out that they got to take a 4-year break. But 2030 is their reawakening. I mean, it's
What is
sickening, bro.
Plan 2030 or
Yeah,
whatever it's called? Yeah, Project
Project
20.
2030. It's going to be a digital currency and AI and nothing like you see now is going to be kind of the same.
I mean, but you can.
So maybe I don't want to live to be 95 years old.
I'm ready whenever. But I think
Mm-hmm.
that all we can do is just watch.
Be ready. I seen a church sign that said, "Get right or get left." Boy, you better get right with the man upstairs, boy. Get right or get left. He's gonna leave you behind. You can be, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up there. And I feel in my heart. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I feel if he knows my heart, then he knows what side it's on. That's why when I look at this, you know, they're bombing churches and schools, and it's a genocide over there. So I'm watching, okay, who's doing that? Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
that lets me know what side I'm on.
The craziest thing was when I was in Europe, I before I went to Sweden, I went with the international children's games again with the Vermilions, and I coached the track team, and I realized that churches in Europe were just empty. Paris, they
Yes.
were just everywhere empty. Then I get to Sweden, and I'm walking to the club, and there's a church right outside of the club. It's empty. All these stores and stuff, and there's this beautiful church
Empty.
And I was like, what the heck? This is Europe.
Yeah. Probably Tartarian design. If you know about that Tartaria. Hey, it was a deep dive, baby. Woo! Hey, they ain't ready for that talk, Devo, man. They not ready.
I don't know, but it's out there. It's all
There's
out
a
there.
reason why they took the bells.
I know.
The frequency. The bells were healing. The bells repelled. That's like Venom and Spider-Man. That's hey, stuff.
You can either believe or don't, or not believe. Like in multiple places, like you can either.
Yeah.
It is, but like again.
We kind of dancing around. You know, it's tough. I say, why do I have to bite my tongue and be scared to speak to someone to hear it and then put the heat on me? That's crazy. But that's just the world. That's the way we're in. We have all these, you know.
That's not what we're taught. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is the last thing I would say about this crazy stuff. When I was a kid, I was my taking me to Sarasota, Florida. I was determined to find the end of the ocean.
Yeah, good luck.
I started walking all the way down. Kept walking. Now I walked for a long time until I realized it's just too far. I wasn't gonna get there, and so I turned around
no way.
For just walking off. I think I was only like 9 or 10.
Just walking down there. You shouldn't have been doing that.
I knew where I was, but I started thinking later in life, if you keep going north, go north like North Pole, and you just North Pole, which direction are you going?
You're eventually gonna go south. Once you get over it, you're gonna end up going south. So I'm going north, and then. Well, I was thinking about that too, like the flight patterns overseas.
But you get what I'm saying? Like if you keep wouldn't you just keep going north if that's what you were
doing? That's a good, interesting question.
Which direction are you really going? But if it's round, you got to be going south.
Yes, because you're going over the point, and then now you're going down. And then once you get down to the Antarctica, you're going to be going back north again. And so if you go over to the equator or the longitude, that's pretty. I never really thought about it like that before.
Ocean, you keep going that way. Which way are you eventually going? All the way that way.
You're right, man. Hey, I like this. I like having this talk, bro. I really do. We've touched a lot of different things. But
who are your top 5 Marion Giant basketball players?
I'm glad you asked me that question.
And if I'm not in it, it's okay. It's okay.
You probably be 5, bro. You probably be 5. Because I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be the ones everybody know. The Zebos, the Dave Colescotts, the Jay, the Lynn, and the Ron Williams. That's easy. That was easy.
Let me give you
That was easy. But
For
you know,
me,
I like David Anderson, bro, because
yeah,
I was a sophomore when he was a senior, and they went down to South Bend Semi-State. Freshwater missed them free throws, and it was a dude named Kevin Lorton. He hadn't hit a three all year. He'd have hit 5 of them things. And then David, at the last second, or it was down the last minute, he went up for a layup, and the ball just went right out. And that was my sophomore year in '89. So I've always been a David fan. But yeah, it's the Blue Bloods: Jay, Lyndon, Dave Colescott, Zach, and DavRon Williams. That's my 5. Hey, but you know what? They went in the championship. Let me get Jay. Hey, I got Smoke running the show.
Yeah,
man, I got Dave at shooting guard.
Yeah.
Then I got shoot. Then the small forward and the power forward, and shoot, we winning that. Zebo at center.
Me and Zebo,
Come
we
on,
switching.
you power forward or small. Yeah, you and Jay could switch at power. JB at small.
I guard all. Me and Zach clean up every rebound.
Ooh, look, you getting 15 anyway. He averaged 12 his senior year. We cleaning everything up. Hey, pass it out to the shooters. That's today's ball. Look, I'm passing out to Dave. I'm passing it out to Jay. Hey, that's a good squad right there.
But you know, we kept playing wherever they put us. You know, my top 5, and it's tough for me because it's either Jody, that's my big brother. So, like Jody,
I love Jody. Yeah,
Jody
was a guy. They went to semi-state too against Bishop Dwinger and the Coretta boys, and that last inning of that, Hippie passed it to Varus instead of to Jody, and then they stole it, and it was over. And they had Cole Scott and they had Bill Green and McDowell on the bench coaching, and that was tough. 94.
Yeah, other Godfather. He taught me defense or D bench.
Mm-hmm. Yep, defense or D bench. Sound like it.
Shout out to him.
Is he still with us? Is he still with us?
He
still is. Shout out to Coach McDowell.
Yeah, like he put a lot of work in. Actually, my mom was the number one. She never let me win anything. We used to play trouble. We still play her down there. And I'd hate losing. She would never let me win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to earn this win.
I used to be able to do all the and she was one that was like, you do it with your left. I was like, with my left hand?
Yes.
So I probably scored equally the same amount of points with my right hand and my left hand.
Yep. Ambidextrous, left or right. And you can even practice. But like you said earlier, once you got to the big time basketball, oh man, you was doing everything, you know, because it was like a new level of basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Mac used to have me outside doing footwork, all kinds. Yeah. But I go Zebo, flip them either or. Zebo was just a little bit older when Zach, and he was just so. I remember from the time he was like a freshman, sophomore, and how he was gonna be, and you know he was a little. He developed his 4 years, and so I just remember watching him. He used to come to church at my Pastor McDowell's, and so he used to come to church together. Like it was crazy. So him, Jody, flip flop, whatever. Dre was one of my
Andre Betts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dre D1. Him and I have been talking. I did an interview with his son when his son played for Miss Cinewall, and Dre and I talked at one of the men's basketball leagues, and we're going to get it right. Shout out to Dre. He's been through a lot. Hey, love him and the whole family, man. Love him.
Yeah. I used to twist my hair like him. You remember he used that little twist?
Hey, I remember. Hey, Dre boy, when they went to semi-state against Pike, that boy had the Gumby, had the little twirls in his hair. Hey, he even missed a dunk at 5'7" in that game. He was so mad they lost. And we was up 7 and lost by 4.
Against Pike.
Huh?
You remember? I was there at the RCA Dome, and you know who was open in the corner?
Yep, I was there.
You know who was open in the corner for three?
Who? Matt Betts. Matt Batts, I mean.
Chin.
Who
Kyle Chin.
was? Oh,
Kyle Chin.
he would have made that. I shouldn't have made that. He would have made
And
that
I just
shot. But my thing was,
I thought he was. I cried.
get boom, boom, kick it out.
Oh,
Oh, he would have won the Trester. Well, Brad McPherson ended up winning the Trester anyway, I believe. But
I mean,
and shout out to Brad. I mean, he's doing big things at Love's Truck Stop. I mean, multi-millionaire. Shout out to him. Got to be friends with Miss Lockwood when I was at the high school, and his niece Stephanie. Good family. Herb. I always like Mr. Herb McPherson for some reason. And he helped develop Zach a lot as well. Back in the good old days, Mr. Herb McPherson. So shout out to them guys.
Yeah, so I'll
Good
go
stuff.
Jody.
So let's get back to you.
I gotta finish my 5. Jody, Zebo,
Yep.
Andre,
Mm-hmm.
Jay, and Cole Scott. You know, they are who they are. But for me,
Yeah.
I would say Julius and no, Scotty and Pee Wee. Drop. You pick either one of them. I thought
You know,
special.
I thought Pee Wee was an amazing football player. I thought he
What?
got into a little bit of trouble. Like he should have been playing the state game, but he didn't play the state game. You know what I'm saying? We would have won the state game. Wouldn't have been no Gordon Haywood and what's the other dude, the African dude. Wouldn't have been none of that.
Man,
come on, man.
Game. I was on the back of the bus, and me and my
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow around. Coach Luce comes to the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend, and he comes back there, and I'm so mad because I thought I was gonna play. And he comes back there, he's in my face, and I looked at him, I was like,
Yeah, hold on, I'm talking. Yeah.
Everybody really still talking about it. And he said,
Yeah.
"Where you play?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, he just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's a great story. That's the stuff that people don't realize. And you know what? Some of my best memories at Marion are on the bus rides, team dinner, certain times. I mean, man, you can't beat that stuff, man.
Shout out to John Smith. He was our manager. And we had just lost at the Christmas tournament at Hinkle Fieldhouse. We were coming through Elwood. He had an 8 because everybody was hot. And so something like that. And he said, "While we're here, can we go to McDonald's?" And the bus was quiet because nobody could talk because we just lost. And he was like, "While we're here, McDonald's." And Coach Luce lost it. He's like,
lost it. Mother.
Crazy. So those bus rides, like, shout out to John. He's in LA.
Hey, bro, guess what? Now we stop in Elwood for burgers. Hey, could we go down to the racetrack? I don't like to do it. It's one coach, he drive the bus all the damn time. I tell him, don't go to McDonald's. He pull up to McDonald's with these old kids that just N-bomb, F-word. You see what happened in Horn Island with Nolan Wells. They hanging black chicks behind stores and crap. I mean, these kids don't realize, man, danger right there, man. I'm not going to the danger. I'm not gonna be mad if you spit in my food because I'm going to where I shouldn't be. You're gonna spit in my food.
All people, but there's always time and place, and you just have to be or just vigilant. I mean, but I hear what you're saying.
We dancing again. In this society, you got to dance around. You can't. The truth won't set you free. The truth to get you banned. The truth to get you fined. The truth to get you your page taken off.
That's why I try to respect regardless.
Yep. Respect everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? Is there anything you want to add? I mean, this is a great conversation. I really need to have you on again because, I mean, it seemed like when me and you get to talking shit, it's probably been, I don't even know what time it is now. I don't even have no idea. But I know it's at least been an hour.
I just think that if I was going to say something, it's to just cherish the ones you love and who love you. work hard. I think a lot of kids these days don't really understand the amount of work that goes into to be great, because to look back and
You have to work harder than looking.
yeah,
You gotta, and you know what, man? Being in the school, it's very tough. I kind of told myself I was going to quit railing on the kids, but they can't read, they can't write cursive, they can't count change. But then when you tell them something, they puff up, on my mama, on my soul, on my kids. What are you talking about? That's what them fools want you to act like.
tell my mom not even
So
talk. Just
we're
why talk to a YA. You see a YA, you just keep going. Just keep going. Just say, oh, keep moving, because we're not the same. And so, like, even just work,
we are
like
not the same, bro.
I mean, every time I drive somewhere and I see somebody shooting outside, like, I like to think back to when I was out there with my sister or the
Mm-hmm.
Bilbies or whoever. That was our platform out, like at
Yep.
Northgate at the Bill. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
great players came, and I had a guy, Aaron Flowers, who I thought was so cold. He was a couple years older than me, but he was like 6'4" when I'm like 6 foot, maybe 5'11", and so we used to train
Taller than you.
in the heat, whatever he
Mm-hmm.
could do, and we used to just go at it every summer.
Made you
And
look
now,
up to him.
exactly, and now you don't really see kids outside.
No. Well, it's starting to change again. That
Good.
7 years ago during COVID, it was really horrible. The last year and a half or so, I'm saying kids back on the court, kids riding their bikes,
Play football, start playing football, baseball,
things
all
like
that.
that. I'm very pleased of that because I've been watching these videos on the internet. Comedian Desi Banks. He said,
Yeah,
"You ain't need nothing else." Well, he eat the sandwich, take me right back. That old hot sausage,
the,
take me right
yeah,
back. The bikes in the yard, take me right back. Going to my
yeah.
cousin's house to play the game, take me right
But we
back.
did all day.
We did
Now,
normally.
yeah,
Now, I mean, and they do that, but they don't go outside much. There's, like I said, they're starting to do it again. I think this post-COVID society is now doing
go
what
out.
some of the things that we did.
Yeah, and so like that's my biggest thing is just work hard and push yourself.
Yeah.
From where I'm from,
Results will.
hey, the where I was at, and to be able to do things that I've done, it's a blessing. And I know that if it wouldn't have been for everybody who played a part, probably wouldn't have made
Mhm.
it. So
Now,
that's
I didn't ask. Do you have any kids yet, or are you going
but
to?
when
Are you thinking about that? I mean, we getting old now, but
yeah,
have you thought about that? Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Have that legacy. You have a son. He might be 7 foot tall.
could be,
He at least gonna be 6'5". You
could
know what I
yeah,
mean?
you know,
You know. So I always think of those things like
you know we're here, so I'm sure.
yeah, yeah. I think too. I don't want any more kids. My baby boy 26. My oldest boy
Yeah,
36. I don't want no more kids, but I got plenty of grandkids, like I said. But I wish I had a better relationship with them. Bounce them on my knee and play with them like my grandpa played with me, but it just don't work that way anymore. Kids are different. Society.
there was only so much we could do back
Mhm.
then. You only
Yeah.
went is you only
Certain spaces backed by the sunlight, and even though we went further, but as long as we were home when Wheel of Fortune, People's Court, and Jeopardy came on about 7:30, we was all right. If you came at 8 o'clock when the nightly movie come on, you was in trouble. Trouble.
my
So,
stepdad used to get on that porch and hit that whistle.
hmm you already know you can be doing anything, but
Oh,
you can hear that whistle.
running. I was somewhere
If
far.
not,
No
you can be
boy.
tanning your hide by the time you get to that house. And that
Um,
too, we're not able to discipline our kids the way we were disciplined. Like even
is
when I
that
was
true?
young, heck, the neighbors could whoop us. Now I don't even know my neighbor's name. I couldn't tell you. Hey,
Yeah.
and that's about it. Ain't no hanging
Yeah.
out. I don't know you. Ain't no barbecue. Ain't no invite to the barbecue. And now you got to watch out who you hang with. They'll drown you and take your phone and keys. What was that?
My grandpa used to tell me you used to get it. You used to get a whooping where you was at, and then you would get another one when you got home.
Sometimes I got
And
3. I might have got bullied. I might have got whooped in school, come home crying, whoop me, and tell me after he might whoop my ass the second time or something like that. If you don't go out there and hit him, you going to get it. I remember one time I did that. I lived in a thing called the Paulsburg Manor. It's like a horseshoe. And I was in 2nd grade, and this kid named Jim would come and just bully me because I was from the other town, Swedesburg, moved to Paulsburg. And Jim would come over there and whoop up on me. And then I think my mom said, if you don't go out there and fight him, I'm going to do this. So you know what I did? I don't know what I did. I just went out there and I swung, and it connected. And then me and Jim was cool after that. And then I ended up moving away. But you just have to confront your bully.
My best friend got into it 7th grade. And his dad, as he's still coaching today with you. We got into it in 7th grade, just playing one-on-one.
You talking about Barnes?
Yep. He was only trying to make me better.
Yep.
He was up and under, and he kept fouling the mess out of me. I said, all right. We don't have to, but we're still best friends. So
we're best friends to this day. That's what it takes, man. And that's, growth. Like we said earlier, as a child, I do childish things. But as a man, I must do what I need to do. And that's beautiful, man. You know what? Let's wrap it up a little bit because I want to have you on again. This has been a great talk. And then once we go on a review, I'll figure out the questions that I didn't ask that I should ask, and then we'll make it lighter once we find out. That's what we should do. When we find out the definitive date of the golf scramble, just come back on and then just speak organically like we did. Like I didn't have anything written down. Everything's off the top of the head. And I think, we got some good information about soccer and basketball and coaches and going overseas and Central and IUPUI. And it's very, very talking about all kinds of stuff. So I love it. And I just love to have you on again, if possible.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm down.
Yes, sir.
It won't take as long this time, but
yeah. I think a lot of times, like for me and Tavares, we've done 3 of them. Me and Dave Colescott's done 3 of them. I mean, it's like 6 hours worth of talking. And so I try not to rehash, but there may be points to where we come back to certain points that we did to this one, but then branch off to other things. So it won't be as long.
Colescott was down in North Carolina.
Yes. Yep. He was a big shot at Haynes, retired about 2 years ago. Does a lot of golfing down there now.
Listen, so I'm in North Carolina, and I had to stay for one of the holidays, and I was actually down with Pastor McDowell, and I walked in the house, and they had a old UNC plaque up on the wall. I'm like, hey, Colescott. And I'm not in, I'm in a black home, like Dave Colescott on the wall like a couple months ago, and I told him, I was like, hey man, I've only seen Scotty Wood. I walked into the mall in Raleigh, and they had a 20-foot poster of Scotty Wood, and I'm in there with all my teammates. I'm looking, I'm like,
what? He was at NC State when he was at NC State with Julius.
Yeah,
would you say that boy was bad?
Julius was gone then, but I was like, Scotty is really that guy. And my sister used to tell me all the time, like at her law firm, they'd be like, Scotty was Tim Tebow. He's Tim Tebow, and I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, he's got an NBA shot. He went up to the affiliate D-League Warriors over there with Santa Cruz, the Golden State Warriors affiliate. I think I've seen him in the weight room down in the dungeon, the old gymnastics pit at the high school, maybe 3 years ago. He was working out, but then I'm not sure what happened to him after that.
Coaching now.
Oh, he's coaching now?
North Carolina.
Okay. You found that's so.
I mean,
Dave went down there. He went down there.
Teacher, and they were coaches. Like, And I mean,
good stuff down there.
yeah,
Good. Even Jeff Teague went down there to Wake Forest, and so a lot of Indiana. Rick Fox from Warsaw, and yes, a lot of Indiana people down there. You got a load of Jordan? You ever see him down there, Michael?
saw MJ. I never saw MJ, but my coach in North Carolina talked to him on the phone.
Okay. Was you right there when he was talking to him?
He texted from MJ. So,
Ain't that some shit, man? That's the 6 degrees of separation.
That's what he said. But
That's
he was that was a fun time too. You never know who was going to show up. Rasheed Wallace.
I went to the
all those guys. I was sitting when the lockout was happening. Kyrie used to be sitting right next to me on the bench. Like, just never knew who was going to come through.
Yep, the best handles in the league, And you know what? He got vindicated because if you look at all the Dr. Fauci stuff, pleading the fifth 100 times, Kyrie knew. How can you be anti-Semite when you're original Semite? Come on, man. Bruh. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. The third time day.
Everything.
I'm a big Kyrie fan because he around that time, yeah, because y'all about the same age or so. He was a freshman at Duke and broke his toe, and then he was a number one pick in the draft, Cleveland, around 2012. So, yeah. Wow. So you are connected. You have a Kevin Bacon 6 degrees of separation to a lot of things.
Those guys. I met Michelle Obama when I was down there.
Oh man, they gave her a bad rap, man. They had this thing on July 4th. You see that old crazy guy?
I didn't see.
Oh man, they had an MMA batch.
I met Kevin
White House
when I was down there. Like, I love North Carolina. North Carolina. It's just everybody comes through there.
The weather and things, and you hear some things. You seeing them Geechee Gullas down there?
Nope.
It's South Carolina, probably.
Nope. Nope.
Not even at NC Central.
Nope.
I know. How was that? Just being on a black campus.
It was
unreal.
It's the greatest thing in life. I learned that, like, any type of, we're all the same.
There's doctors, lawyers, therapists, and they're black.
We're all the same.
We are.
The smartest, the smartest in party,
the wild ones,
all the crazy, the ones you don't want to mess with.
Everything's right there in every school.
The stay like shy, any type there is on this earth
is down there in NC.
No, not just that. Like, it's everywhere. We're all, and that was a big. Whatever you want.
We're all connected through a consciousness. I was saying a thing where if a person learns how to do something in America, not before long, they will learn to do it all over the world without even connecting, because we have this hive mind kind of thing where everyone understands it eventually. And I think the consciousness has shifted with human beings since COVID, and understanding what's really going on, and what the future may hold or may not hold. It's all pretty interesting to me.
I think that every black person should go to HBCU for at least. I mean, I went for 2 years, but I only left because I felt like I wouldn't go pro. I wouldn't have the opportunity. They still would have. I felt like I just need. I cried when I left. When they came to pick me up, and we cried because I loved it. I
loved it. Let's go. What was your best game in Sweden?
So I got to Sweden. Before I went, I hurt my foot. I hurt my ankle third practicing with the fever, and I was out all the off season again. So I never really had an off get better.
Yes.
And so I didn't go to any camps. I didn't do any. I was like, if I'm gonna go pro, like, somebody's gonna call, my agent gonna call and say, we got something for you. I wouldn't. Eric, I either want to go to Europe or China.
Mm-hmm.
That was really it. And so I got a
Those.
probably only about 70%.
Mm-hmm.
Like I or anything. They were like dunk, dunk. I could barely get over the rim.
Mm. So it
Played
was
pretty
tough.
horrible. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It played
Did you know it
preseason.
was time to be done? Does your body
Yeah,
tell you?
it was crazy. So I found out I tore my shoulder again. It's still torn now, and they
And
just
you
said
were over there?
before I left IUPUI,
Mm-hmm.
and they would go play as long as you can. When you can't move your shoulder
Mm-hmm.
anymore, done and come home. And so then I hurt my foot after that. And so when I got
Mm-hmm.
over there, I walked like a quarter, 3/4 mile to practice, and I walked
Mm-hmm.
out up, and I was watching like over there, like everybody's active. Like 7 in the morning, everybody's like it's like a flock of birds, like riding bikes,
Mm-hmm.
walking from babies to
Early in the
old.
morning.
They're all moving, going to work, doing whatever they're doing. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked up. I said, Lord, I live in Sweden. I play professional basketball. I
Mm-hmm.
made it. Like nobody
Yeah,
can ever take.
I did
And
it.
I told my coach, I was just like, hey, I need to talk to you. And I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
hurt.
done. That the
It was
epiphany hits you right there. Boom.
I'm blessed. Like I made it.
Yeah,
That's what
I made it. I can't do no more. I can do anymore, but I'm content with what I did.
yeah. Like I made it. And now I had to be realistic. I was like, okay, ultimately I want to play in the NBA, but what am I gonna have to do to get to the NBA? I'm gonna have to be
Mm-hmm.
rookie of the year, first team, then my
All
next
that
year, I'm gonna have to do it and then
crazy
try to get on.
combine numbers, and
And the
vert.
most I was like, I gotta be healthy to be able to do all that. And I hadn't
Mm-hmm.
played 2 seasons since high school. And so I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so now I
Was
golf.
there an adjustment from going from the sports world into kind of the workforce?
Big time. Big
Mm-hmm.
time. To be pro, like it changes. It was fun. Like you don't have to go to school. Like
Mm-hmm.
you play basketball. Go practice
Online.
online king right here. But
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. You just work on your game. And
Mm-hmm.
so when it's done, there's nothing that prepares you when it's like done.
Yes. And for me, I played a lot of sports and football and things of that nature. And for me, it was tough to find a substitute for the rush, the excitement that the game brings. And so I found it in personal training by working at the gym with people like Karen and things like that. Um, yeah. And thank heavens after what I got there in '05, so going on 22 years, I've still been there. And
Yeah.
now I think I want to go back to school and even go even more. So sky's the limit, man, for any of us. Like you said, all of us. If you put the work in and use your mind to get things done, don't procrastinate, try to keep working, things will get better, things will do what they do.
Fortunately, like Aaron Vermillion, I always told him,
Mm-hmm.
I
One of
want
the
your
best
job.
linebackers in American history, probably the best linebacker.
I told him when I was looking, I told him I was like, I want your job, and he said, "Well, you know what you got to do to get my job?
Mm.
First of all, you got to get good grades.
Boom. Yep.
Like." And so he always was just like, "Hey," my mom was just pointing at him and be like, "There's Aaron." Like,
There's Aaron
go.
right there. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I'm really close to Beck and
yeah,
uh, Christian and Gabriella. Gabriella got a new job at the Wellness Center, thank goodness. So we'll be seeing her a lot. It's a close family. Like I said, her dad, he got into some trouble, but while he was a coach at Marion in 20, right after C High, it was Vermillion, and that's when I got on. When my son DavRon graduated, I got on the team, and I've been there. Now I'm the longest tenured coach on the high school team, going on my 15th year or whatever, which I can't believe is going quick. My baby boy been out for 10 years already. Wow.
so that's all that matters.
Hmm?
But you still look good, so that's all that matters.
But you know what I'm saying? Thank you, bro. Even though it's probably midnight right now, I'm looking at myself in there. I'm like, shit, I'm tired. Football, work, rain, football practice. But this is very exciting. I am so glad that we got it in. And shit, I tried to wrap it up 20 minutes ago. We still can find stuff to talk about. And that's why I know once we find that, I think it's September 12th when the next, which is about a month away, we'll get on in a couple 3 weeks, get on there before and really try to get it out to the people because this works. And you know what? You think about a Holland and DavRon sports show, it could work. We could be the new Jeff Teagues.
We could.
Some dudes on there lame, no, I don't know.
No, you might have me missing.
Hey, it's tough to tell the truth, but I've been dancing around some of these subjects for the last hour and a half with you, man. I'm like, I just can't believe it hit me like, man, I can say N-word and F-bomb all I want, but I can't say certain things. That's the truth. If you commit a genocide, I can't even say that. I don't know, man.
Try to speak the name of Jesus, and I love people who actually say Jesus. So
yes. I love me some Jesus. It's the only thing saved my life. But you know what? Let's actually get off this time. Yep. I want to wrap it up with my good friend DavRon Williams, 2010 Marion High School athlete, soccer, basketball, a little bit of baseball, you know what I'm saying? Or not baseball, soccer, basketball, and
football.
Yeah. Fun.
So don't forget.
Man, it wasn't a full career, but you still was up there booming.
That's all.
Jody was a kicker too. Jody McCain was a kicker and a wide receiver.
Jody is my big brother. Like, look, me and Jody,
Like I said, we and you all three of us may have to hang out. We only got pictures from the mill, but we might have to do some real things. I can look at I got 6'7" over here, 6'6" over there. Shit, cool. Me and Big Will did that. Me and Big Will Whitaker, shout out to him. He just got he's in the NFLPA and he's been guarded. He played in the bowl game against Aaron Rodgers and then came and guarded Brett Favre's blindside. And I think he went down there and was might have been Fitzpatrick or one of those Jay Fiedler, one of those guys in Miami. And then finished off in Washington with a cup of coffee, but good friend. So when we went to 2018 against Evansville Central in Evansville, he knows some people down there from when he was younger. And we went out.
Coach Burkhardt. Shout out Coach
Shane, yep, from Bossy, yep. Shane was a year younger than me. We weren't friends or anything. Used to hang out with Michael Walker and James Barber. James Barber had a white Regal with a blue top with rims on it, and with JB on the front. And him and Carlos Delgado would sit in the front seat, and then they had the other two in the back. It was Michael Walker and Shane Burkhardt would be in the back, and they'd be riding together. So Carlos and his kids are on the team as well as coaches on the football team. We have a big, like we talked about earlier, we've got a big scrimmage that starts off the 2026 football season tomorrow, the 14th of August at Indiana Western, which I can't believe August 14th is the darn first start, because it used to be when I was younger, when I went to school, we had the Jamboree on like that Friday, then we had like Labor Day, and then we would go back to school. And now it's starting August 6th this year. But I think they do that because there's 180 days in the school year, and then they do so much like 2-hour delays and fog days and e-learning days and all that stuff. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, I started speaking up. They told me to shh. Hey, I worked at the high school last year. I was like, man, what's going on? Shh. I'm out. I'm going to get more education and come back because the pay was horrible. and I couldn't help the kids like I wanted to. So I'm out. I'm gonna readjust, get more education, and then I'm gonna be back. So I'll be back in a couple of years if I don't get to IWU first, because I really want to be a coach on the college level. I want to coach on the college level. But yeah, man. Much love to you.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, we'll get on a couple 3 weeks, talk about the golf scramble, and just continue to chop it up organically. But like I said, I wanted to thank you for coming on the show, and we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and make sure we talk about how I told my big brother Jody that he was washed.
Uh-oh. Now, how did that end up for you? Did he try to put you in on the court? And what happened? He played this year in the men's league at the boys club.
He called me.
He wanted to get on.
Because his team was bad. That's why I didn't play. Because I already knew.
Oh man, I'm trying to think what it was. I went down there and shot. I did a feature down there, and one of the games he down there. He didn't have the greatest team, but he was trying to do his thing.
You can't have conversations at Duran's barbershop. Shout out to Top Notch, because that's where it all started.
Top Notch. But that's a whole nother thing, boy. I mean, and man, they don't want no jobs, bruh. They want to raise dogs. They want to mow lawns. They want to make T-shirts. They want to cut hair. They want to do anything they can except get a 9-to-5 at Hutamaki or GM or.
I'm all for it though. Like I think about it. The schools, if you can go and become a plumber, electrician,
HVAC,
beautician, HVAC,
you don't have to,
if you can learn any trade while you're going to school in high school,
it's a good thing. Well, remember they closed Tucker down, and now they have everything housed at Marion, the Grant Regional Career Center there. So,
are they still doing?
Yeah, they're bringing it. I mean, like this year when I was teaching, you'd see kids going out 8:00 in the morning, walking down Nebraska Street, building houses and pouring foundations. And one of the kids, Jaden Johnson, I think he works for IMI. And then I just love it. There's a couple of kids that I coached, went up to Minnesota, like Wasabi Men's School or something up there, where they're playing football. It's kind of like Coach Funches had a few years ago. He had the Freedmen here in Marion for 2 years. And then they end up winning a championship in Florida, but then the team disbanded. And then I think Coach is out in Arizona now, out in the West. So what were they called? Liberty Prep Freedmen. Yep. They had a bunch of local guys and some other guys from all over the country that some of them got some good looks, but I'm not sure they did anything with it. But yeah, it's going to be real. And now Marion's got a new semi-pro football league coming called the Grant County Gridiron. I think Shrout is running that, which will be cool.
Did Kevin Davis play on that team? That first one?
No. He didn't play on the Grant County Scorpions. I played on that team. We'll see. Billy Barber. Billy Barber, Shannon Faust, Anthony Monday, me, Mike Rose from Gas City.
Did you guys practice at Jones?
Yep, behind Jones. That field, we were there from 2003 to 2010. We were there for 7 years. Then we went 2 years in 2 years in Hartford City, and then the team disbanded. And then I played another 5 years in North Miami for the Miami County Blitz. So I ended up getting like 19 years in, and I feel every bit of it. This rain this last 2 weeks, boy, I broke my neck, I broke my finger, I broke both knees, my ribs, my back.
I remember you talk about when after we do my rehab, you'd be like, "Yeah, I got practice."
Hey, that's how I heard. I did something this week, messing around with them dang boys, running around like I was OJ Simpson or something. What? And it was all muddy out there. Oh, next
I
thing I
used
know,
to be I used to be in the sling so much when I was at North Carolina Central that like one day I was walking and I had an ice bucket and I had my sling on, and this kid rode across the street. You're hurt again. Retire. And I was like, what?
Get out of here.
Telling you right. Retire. Just retire.
Sometimes you got to hang it up. I honestly, I played too long, and now it's been 11 years since I retired, and I feel all of it. But if it was somehow I was able to play, I'd still be playing. You know, that's why I like coaching, because it takes me as close to the game as possible. But I can't play. But periodically, I can show them what I want them to do and see. You know, it may hurt afterwards, but at least they can, see somebody that's able to do it. So that's a blessing with that. They just don't do nothing with it after they get out of high school. You know, they go for 1 semester, 2 semesters, then they work in that res care, carry industry for a week or two. Like, they don't know about whole life bond. You know what I'm saying? Annuities, things that pay that you can make money while you sleep. And I need to do better with that as well. But the fact that these kids, like I said, I had a kid in class last year, and I said, hey, write your name, fill out this envelope. Write your name, your street
address.
Boy, they couldn't do it. Oh hell. So I'm like, well, starts at home. But home ain't doing it. Home out bucking booties, making them eat ramen noodles and hot Takis and unhealthy stuff. They come into practice. My stomach hurt. What'd you have? Cheetos, ramen. What's wrong with you? When's the last time you had anything real? Oh, I had a beef jerky. I had a Slim Jim.
Before every high school, my senior year, I ate 2 spicy chicken sandwiches from Burger King and a large chocolate shake. Me and he throws for every game.
Every game. Shit, that's about $18 now. The burger gonna cost you $8 a piece.
I don't like Burger King or McDonald's anymore.
You know what?
I already know
it's human need. That's what they.
What'd you say?
To serve it. Check this out. If you get a 10-piece wing and I get a 10-piece, I said that it's human meat. It's Soylent Green. There's not that many cows to supply and demand.
I told you already.
So yeah, even Putin said.
I told you.
You said what now?
Know what you're about to say.
You knew it.
Already
because but you know what though? I went to Burger King yesterday and I got a 2 for $5 original chicken sandwich. I did go, and you know what? That sucker was good too. They don't put tomatoes on that joker no more. They just put lettuce and tomato on it. No tomatoes on it at all. Then I had to scrape all the mayonnaise off of it. But
like McRib,
I smashed. Nope. I used to when I was younger, and then one time I had a bite into it, and it was like a gristle or something, and then it didn't taste like meat. And then I was like, nah. So the only thing I really get at McDonald's is the hot cakes. I get the breakfast. On Sundays, I used to go out and get a McDonald's breakfast, and I go out and get a cup of coffee. And then I have my little morning session, and then I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Like Five Guys.
I like Five Guys. I've only had it in Kokomo. So the funny story there, they got this firehouse steak shop right next to Five Guys in Kokomo. So we went to Five Guys one day, and it was so packed. We're like, you know what? I think we're just going to get a cheesesteak. Man, that's one of the best cheesesteaks I ever had. And a couple weeks later, we came back. to Five Guys.
You was hungry.
Boy, we was real hungry. Hey,
That's
but
why.
that burger at Five Guys was pretty good. It was just a little expensive. They cook it right in front of you and all that, but
I feel
it was good. But that was when it was a little bit cheaper. Like I said, now you spending $9 for the burger, and then the meal's gonna be $14, if that. So I'm kind of like, I want to cook at home. Let me get a couple bags of rice, a couple potatoes, some onions, some eggs, some beef, some chicken, some fish.
Buy local.
And then
buy local.
Yes, because there's so much. I had a apple that had wax on it. Yeah, it's like they coated in wax so it'll stay red. And because I bit into it, I was like, it was like thick, and then you eventually run it under the water and you can kind of see hey, it's dangerous out there, man. Because they put in, glyphosate, which is Roundup, on everything. They have this thing called, I can't remember, but they spray it on the foods because they have this, what they call that thing now, they don't tell you not to eat no salads because you have explosive diarrhea, cyclospora or whatever that is. That's when people are pissing and shitting on the damn lettuce, man. That's what that is. I mean, it's just sickening, man, what we're doing. Hantavirus.
Yeah. It's that's why you just gotta
can't trust nothing.
It's crazy.
I cook it, I drown in teriyaki and sweet and sour sauce, and I eat it. It don't look like chicken. It don't taste like chicken, but I'm gonna put the smash kit on it. I mean, because that spongy chicken ain't no dang chicken. Ain't no sparrows out there. Ain't no raccoons out there. Ain't no squirrels out there. That's what we eating.
You're better off.
But it tastes good with teriyaki sauce. It's probably better off because it's probably got less preservatives and bull crap in it than the fish and than the beef and the chicken.
I don't know when I was thinking that and when I first got there.
Mm-hmm. Rats that dang big.
Yeah,
rats look like
got the street meat. The
halal. Yeah, street meat. Oh man, street meat's all rat.
And so like I was eating it for like the first couple weeks. And I'm like, I'm awesome.
Yeah, this tastes good.
I'm tearing it up. And then and when they start sitting out the trash at the end of the night, all the rats. I mean, it was like the rat Olympics. Like you just see them play
everywhere.
They're just And I started, man, that's so many rats. What are they doing with all? Like,
catching them and cooking.
And I said,
what are you doing all this meat?
That meat's on the stick. The meat's on the The meat's on the stick, and then it's just flat. They got to be going somewhere.
Smacking the rats. I seen this thing where they crack the rats upside the head, then they put them in this acid boiling thing, and then they take this knife and peel the skin off of them, and then throw them down, then they chop them up, cut them up, and put them in the food. I seen that video. But you know what? Guess I went to Panda Express today.
I like the veggies there.
Hey, I put Beijing beef, but hey, I got the sweet and sour. I got the what do they call it? The orange chicken. I got the orange chicken with the rice, and that's Indiana meat on the stick. That's what that is. Street meat. That's what that is. Because you don't know. I mean, so even with Burger King, when they came out with the Imagine Burger, or that was just a test. Because now all of it's like that. It's not the Burger King that used to be. That's why I don't eat it much either. But I was so broke that I had to go for something that had a $5. Somebody had to have a 2 for $5, and it was Burger King. And
it's crazy. The amount of chicken everywhere. It's insane to me. Chicken everywhere. Pizzas, any type of restaurant.
That's what I was going to say earlier. If you get a 10-piece and I get a 10-piece, that's 20 birds. That's 40 birds. Ain't no way. 40 birds just for me and you, and then everybody else got a chicken leg, chicken finger. It's probably 10,000 birds in one at one time. It might be 100,000 chickens a day in just Texas Roadhouse, Marion. It just doesn't. That's not. Just supply and demand doesn't work like everywhere. So you figure. Someone said, why does McDonald's own a hospital for sick cancer kids?
Here you go.
Soylent Green is people. Hey, Charlton Heston said that. So, hey, they chopping them up. When you look at the Simpsons, they're going to tell you the truth anyway. So,
crazy.
The fix is in, bro. We are in a Twilight Zone, outer limits kind of world.
3D printed meat.
It's nasty, bro. Everything you get gets you cancer, gets you sick, gets you puking up this yellow and brown goo. And I don't eat that stuff. Just give me the greens. You know what I mean? Give me the spinach, give me the kale, give me the carrots, give me the goulash, or I don't know. Give me the beans, the lentils, all that other bull crap that I don't eat. I'm a Jersey guy, so I love pizza, but I just can't eat any pizza. And when you was in New York, talk about them Brooklyn style pizzas where you can just fold them in half and just huge.
New York has the best food, period.
Yeah.
New York has the best pizza for sure. Mm-hmm. I used to have to bring my mama had a stroke, and I had to bring her out, fly back on Fridays. And she had pizza. Bring back pizza, by the time it gets here.
I'm like that with Giordano's, the one in Chicago. The Giordano's with the big pizza, Chicago style pizza. Hey.
I'm more New York.
Yeah. I'm always gonna be a Jersey boy. And even over there, you got Pat's and Geno's, but it's the little mom and pop shops with the guys that don't speak English, with the girls with the big hair on their underarms, man. They cook the best. The girls with the hairy arms and the hairy underarms with the mustache.
I bet
they cook the best.
But New Jersey got some good pizza too. It's just not New York.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's not, Italian style. That sauce is rich. The sauce is different than it is over here. The cheese is different. The sausage tastes different. I mean, it's just a high quality pizza. So, but yeah, my friend, I'm gonna get off here. My eyeballs, I'm looking at myself. I'm like, shit, boy, you about to fall asleep. But I needed this talk. But we're gonna get on here again. But I want to send you up. God bless my brother. When we got each other's number, I'm gonna send you a text and let's get her back home, baby. All right. Hey, much love to you, baby.
Shout out to my sister.
Talk to you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna get it popping.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Appreciate
you. You too.